In the Stoic online community, there's a lot of focus on what we should do to live well and be virtuous. But we often don't talk about the bad habits we already have that harm our lives. Epictetus said, "There are two vices much darker and graver than the rest, lack of persistence and lack of self-control. Persist and resist." Persisting means always trying hard and doing the right thing, even when it's tough. It's about forming new habits that improve us. This isn't easy, so we need to keep at it. Resisting is about staying away from temptations and bad habits that harm us. We need to control our minds to avoid things that don't help us grow. We should ask ourselves, what everyday habits should we avoid? In this video, I will talk about 9 habits that we all have in our daily lives and that we must avoid if we want to live fully and happily. 1. Don't emotionally hold on to things. The Stoics thought that we need to learn to let go of things both physically and emotionally. Take a break from beating yourself up over a mistake. Don't do it again. Learn from it. Having bad feelings like guilt or sorrow doesn't help. It's okay to feel these things because they tell us we've done something wrong. But once we know we're wrong and have learned from them, we shouldn't let these thoughts bother us. We all make mistakes. Don't get too upset about it, and always try to learn from your mistakes. 2. Don't let anxiety hold you back. In his thoughts, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I escaped from anxiety." Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. You think about problems that might happen in the future, not things that happen in the outside world. Worry and anxiety don't make you better or help you, and they don't solve issues. Remember, you have likely been through worse things before and have the skills to handle the challenges that lie ahead. Think about the worst thing that could happen and separate the things you can control from the things you can't. In many cases, you will find that things are not as bad as you thought. 3. Don't procrastinate. In his writings, Marcus Aurelius said, "You could be good today, but instead, you choose tomorrow." Seneca said, "All fools have in common that they are always preparing to begin." We prefer to say, "I'll do it tomorrow," than "I won't do it." When we put something off, we hardly ever finish it. Do what you need to do right now. Don't put off doing something you need to do because it's hard. It's better to do it now for a couple of reasons. First, we don't have a lot of time. Second, it feels good to rest after you're done with your work. You are guilty when you put things off because you're lazy. You know you should be working instead. You don't enjoy your rest as much because you know you don't deserve it. You still have to do the job, so putting it off won't help you. When you finish a job well and on time, not late, it feels great. 4. Do not waste time. Seneca said, "We are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end to them." Seneca gave life a lot of thought and came to the conclusion that many of us don't live. We just exist. We put off doing important things and waste time on things that don't matter when we're lazy. Time is the most valuable thing we have, but we act like we have a lot of it. There is no way to be sure that you will be living tomorrow or that you will be able to do what you want to do. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Think about time. This will help you not waste it and value it the way it deserves. Being aware of our time is the first thing that needs to be done to live a good life. 5. Quit looking for ways to get noticed in everything you do. When you do something good, help someone, or reach a goal, don't wait for someone to thank or praise you. The only thing you will make happen is suffering. You can't change what other people think. You can't change their minds about whether they like what you do or not. You only have control over what you do. Let the end of an action be the action itself. Do things because they are right or because they make you happy. When you do a good job, people usually notice and praise you. But if no one notices your hard work and effort, nothing happens. You did it because it was the right thing to do, not because of that. Remember, being happy with yourself doesn't depend on what other people think. Just do your best. 6. Don't be scared of changes. As Marcus Aurelius put it in his writings, the destiny of everything is to change, to transform, to perish, so that you can make it new. Life is full of changes, some good and some bad. You waste time and energy on things you can't change when you try to keep things the same. It also keeps you from seeing new opportunities in life. When things change, don't be afraid of it. It's normal and can be good. Instead of trying to avoid change, you should learn how to deal with it and look for the good in new situations. That doesn't mean we should throw away the old or what we have now in order to make things different if we're happy with what we have. It just means you shouldn't be afraid of change, because we can deal with it. 7. Don't be happy with average. Instead, aim for excellence. After you do something in your life, ask yourself, have I given my best? When you think about your life, you will see that you did not always give your best. Do you want to do something that doesn't deserve your best? If it does, then why didn't you give it your all? Ask yourself this question, then always try your best. We have no say over whether or not what we do works out. We have no say in whether we win or lose. The only thing we can do is try our hardest and do our best at what we do. Everything else that we can't change shouldn't bother us. For what reason would you settle for something average when you can do something remarkable? 8. Don't turn your back. Philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Cicero taught that justice is one of the most important virtues. Being just or fair means doing the right thing and treating other people right. Marcus Aurelius talks about ways that we can be unjust when we do nothing about unfair events. We are involved if we do nothing and let it happen. Some of the things that make us just are avoiding wrongs that happen around us, even if we didn't do them. Stoics try to avoid arguments that aren't necessary and promote peace, but they have to speak out when they see wrongdoing. Whether it's against themselves or someone else, a Stoic must protect himself. And he must remember the 4 Stoic virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. We can't stop other people from doing bad things, but we can choose not to. We are just as guilty of wrong when we don't do anything. 9. Be free. Seneca wrote, "He is a slave. Show me a man who is not a slave. One is a slave to lust, another to greed, another to ambition, and all men are slaves to fear. No servitude is more disgraceful than that which is self-imposed." We are all slaves to something, as Seneca said. A lot of the time, we don't even know it. People have forgotten that to be truly free, they need to be able to fully control their thoughts and avoid giving in to temptations. Discipline is the best way to get freedom and control our minds. Every day, we all need to remember who is in charge, us or our urges. Or in the words of Epictetus, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Do you have any habits in your life that you want to eliminate? I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Getting rid of these habits and starting new ones, like the ones I talk about on this channel, is the path to a calm, happy, and meaningful life. Now is the best time to start. Get rid of things in your life that make you worse. Stay away from negative feelings that distract you and stop doing anything that keeps you from reaching your goals. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when we have new inspiring videos for you. See you on the next one.